All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing? Spur here once again, back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're doing a requested flight, requested by one of our viewers that we go to Tijuana. So that is where we're heading to. We're going to be leaving, we're making our trip between Guadalajara and Tijuana. So it should be a really nice trip. You see, we're in Guadalajara right now, sitting on the runway. We got someone clearing the active that's just landed, and we've taken the runway behind them. Got some beautiful mountains in the distance, and we will be departing via, let's see, what does it say? The Tila 1B departure, the standard instrument departure. A few things to note from that, we'll have to hit GL 402 at or above 11,000, GL 408 at or above 13,000, and GL 401 at or above 15,000. I'm sure this is to help clear the terrain and mountains and stuff like that. So anyway, we're sitting here waiting on this guy to finally clear the active. He's out of Mexico, another Volaris flight. We are, let's see, Volaris 437, I think, 437. So let's sit here and take care of a few things. We'll set our altimeter. We're going to go ahead and set our altimeter to, or altitude to 11,000 feet. We're going to set our airspeed once again to 230. That's the initial number I like to go with. If the plane will do it is the question. Sometimes it has trouble wanting to maintain that number or get on it. But anyway, we got that flight director zone. Everything looks good. I think we're set here for that. Just let this guy clear the runway, so we'll wait here just a second. And it is super busy here right now. We're still waiting on this guy to clear the active. No wonder they have so many missed approaches. We got someone else 11 miles behind us on the DME approach. I don't see him. Hopefully, as soon as this guy clears the runway, we can do. Look at how slow that is. What is he doing? Like 1 mile an hour getting off the runway? These guys need to learn how to speed it up. That would be one of my beefs with the sim, is that the AI traffic takes way too long to clear the runway. I mean, it is ridiculous. You could get a Cessna 152 off the runway quicker than this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, he is clear of the runway. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's knock our brakes off. I'm kind of curious to see what the engines do here since we're at 5,000 feet above sea level. We'll open them up a little bit, get rolling. All right, got him cleared to land, runway 10. Let's go ahead, full throttle. I don't know what's going on behind us. I'm almost scared to look, but we'll see. we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Hopefully it'll be all right. I don't think you can actually collide. Well, that's good. We're rolling through 100 knots, coming up on 120 in V1. A little bit of a crosswind pushing us over there. I can feel it. And rotate. And we'll keep rotating, we'll keep pulling it back. And we're up. We're off, ladies and gentlemen, we're up. There we go. Let's keep climbing. Climbing out about 15 degrees here. Everything's looking good. We'll get about 1,000 feet off the ground, and then we'll go ahead, we'll hit autopilot now. And we'll do, selected airspeed mode, and she's going to lower the nose. We're going to retract the flaps. She's lowering the nose. I'd like for you to climb anytime now because there are mountains in the area. Come on. Climb, please climb. Do it. Are you going to climb? There we go. Now she decided to climb. We're turning out on course. Let's hop out of the airplane and look around at beautiful Guadalajara, nestled in the mountains here. Oh, there's that Volaris coming in behind us to land, so that timed out absolutely perfect. That's really cool. Check these mountains out. Look at this mountain over here. It looks almost like a volcano. Oh. It really just does. I wonder if it is. I know they have lots of them down in that area. I'm not sure where they're at, but if you know the area or are familiar with it, let me know. Maybe that is a volcano. So anyway, we got to go on up to 13,000 feet. So up back in the plane. Let's raise our altitude on up to 13,000. Oh yes, and we need to pull our speed back. There we go. Now we're back. We're back. We accelerated a little bit up to 250, but that's okay. We're above 10,000 feet and we're safe with that, so that's good. All right, so we're above 10K. Let's go ahead and turn off the landing lights. We don't need that. Everything else looks good. We're gonna do no smoking. All right, we're good with that. Everything looks okay. If she'll go ahead and climb to 13,000 feet, that would be great. And we'll go ahead and set it for 15. 15, there we go. She has decided to climb now. Let's go ahead and open up the speed to 270. Not really sure what speed they climb out on at like their cruise climb. If you know, let me know. Always open to suggestions and that kind of thing. I'll have to Google that and research a little bit, see what I can find. But I'm looking more for like the regular cruise climb, you know, what speed they'll do that at. Alright, so we're through almost 12,000 feet now. Everything's looking very nice. Passing back over Guadalajara and heading back to the northwest towards Tijuana. And you see, that's quite the city. Didn't realize Guadalajara was that big. Sprawling city for sure among the mountains. Trying to see where I saw, yes, that's what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of a volcano right there. That's really, you see a few mountains. It kind of looked like cinder cones. There you go. Wow, that's quite the canyon there too. Holy cow. Really interesting stuff. All right, so we're leveling at 15. Let's go on and take our climb to, yeah, I think we were going to cruise at 360, so we'll do that. Flight level 360. And she's done leveled out on us, so let's pull that and get her going. And we'll just go with it from here. We're pretty much done with our standard instrument departure, it looks like. Let's zoom this out just a tad and see what else we got. Okay, there's our last waypoint for it, Tila. Then we'll hit the UJ3 and be on our way to Tijuana. Let's look at our flight plan. Pardon me, I got a frog in my throat. Okay, there we go. Got that situated. Now we're back. All right, so let's see what it looks like. This is a flight plan I did set up in SimBrief. It is quite the flight plan. It's got a lot of waypoints to it. We will have a standard arrival into Tijuana as well. There you can see we've got, what do we got here? We got Tila, Radap, Kedma, Brisa, MZTVOR, Halia, Kikas, LMMVOR, Medes, Axuno, Oluli, Omsux, Avton, PPE VOR, Avril, Henry, Uldud, and that looks like that is it. Yes, that is it going into Tijuana. So beautiful weather today, absolutely stunning day. I think it's going to be that way the whole way. I didn't see any kind of issues just looking at it, just glancing at it. I look at it in SkyVector. If all the airports are reporting VFR, then I don't sweat it, especially the departure and the destination. So We're just now fixing to pass through Tila, and we're probably going to start skipping ahead because this is going to be quite a long flight. It's going to be a little longer than what we're used to. So let's go ahead and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, we are back in the plane real quick. We're still cruising along at 2 times speed here. But I just wanted to show you a little brief view of our route. Here's Guadalajara. There's Tila, our exit for the standard instrument departure. Then we pick up UJ3 and we fly UJ3 pretty much the whole way. You can see it carries on VFR weather the whole way. These green dots mean VFR. So not a problem there. On up to, there's the LMM VOR, and then we make a turn a little bit more to the northwest. Hit this one, the CEN VOR, and we carry on to the HMO. We keep on trucking on at UJ3 to the PPE, and then we start our arrival into Tijuana. Let's see, where's our fixes at? Here we are, there's Tannery. That's the first of our arrival, and we will be landing to the west. So it'll pretty much be straight in. And we do have the standard arrival for that. We will be going over that when we get there. This is what it looks like. This gives you an idea of the weather. You see all the green dots. So we're good here. And I pulled up. We do have a little light turbulence. We're cruising at flight level 360. Did have a little light turbulence a bit back. And I pulled up the in the layers here. If you go and you hit turbulence, we'll open up icing too. I don't think we have any of those issues whatsoever. It'll display on the map. Let's see, where's some turbulence at? Turbulence in the southeast, up in the Midwest, upper Midwest, and out over the Rockies, but none for us. No icing anywhere. I think this segment here is for a tropical storm. I think that's what that's all about. And icing, you won't get into icing until, oh, looks like North Dakota maybe, up in that area. You're on, yeah. Okay, yeah, so no issues for us whatsoever, not even turbulence or anything, so we should be good the entire trip as far as weather. And look there. Take a peek outside the aircraft there. You see we're flying right along the coast here, so that's really cool. Beautiful view. Got a few scattered clouds here and there. Beautiful scenery. I really wish that map would show us where we're at in relation to everything. That would be super nice. And we'll just continue cruising along and kind of check the scenery out a little bit here and there. Beautiful aircraft as well. Really like that that paint scheme. That's quite pretty sharp. Pretty sharp looking aircraft. Cannot wait until we get some more variation in aircraft. Would be absolutely amazing. Hey, we hop out. We do have an American Airlines coming from LAX. That was cool. That was at 2 times speed, so that's why that was so fast. But that was American Airlines. It looked like 1,000 feet above us. Heading somewhere in Mexico from LAX, so that's really cool. Probably Mexico City is going to be my guess. But we'll look at a replay and look at number up and see where exactly they're going. All right, we're back in real quick with a position update real fast. We're coming up on Ticas. So we are roughly, let's see, we're about 90 miles out, give or take. So we're somewhere in this vicinity right here between Tover and Ticus, heading to the LMM-VOR, and if you look outside the aircraft over here, you can see the Baja Peninsula off in the distance. Never realized it was that mountainous over there. So that's really cool. It's actually quite a distance there of water. You know, you look at it on maps and it looks like just a little strip of water, but that's actually quite a stretch there. So that's really neat. And we'll come by LMM, and then we'll turn on course more to the northwest and proceed. Alright, back with another little quick position report. I actually told you wrong. I thought we took the UJ3 pretty much the whole way, but we're actually taking the UT8 as well. We got on that back at the LMM-VOR, and we're just now crossing Amsucks now. That's kind of interesting fixed name there, but then we'll come up, we're heading for Afton, and then finally the PPE VOR. Then our next fix after that will be Avril. Okay, so then we hop back on the UJ3. So we start out on UJ3 and we finish on it, but we kind of cut off a little distance there with the UT8, it looks like. So that's interesting, and supposedly this is based on real life flight plans out of Simbrief. So yeah, that's good to go. Looks very nice. Kind of have a little bit of an idea of where we're at. Not quite 160 miles out of PPE right now, so rolling along nicely. Very nice, smooth ride. The turbulence is kind of smoothed out a little bit. You see, we got some high layer of clouds out there. There's the Baja Peninsula coming back in closer now. That's really neat. Let's hop out of the airplane. We'll look around some more. Very nice. Looks almost kind of semi-arid down there with some irrigation and farming and that kind of stuff. So we'll carry on to PPE, and we'll probably jump back in when we start thinking about our standard arrival into Tijuana. And we're back. We're flying over the PPE VOR right now. It looks like airfield down there. Not sure. Let's see, what is the name of this airfield? Penasco. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, MMPE Airport. So there you go. We're on course now to Avril. 80 miles out, 120 miles out of Tannery. We have to cross Tannery at flight level 200 or above. 200 or above. This is the starting, Tannery will be the start of our standard arrival into Tijuana. It's only 2 fixes, Tannery and then Uldud. Uldud we have to be at or above 8,000 feet. You can see Uldud right here. And then we'll be landing to the west. So as soon as we're about 50-ish miles out of Tannery, we'll go ahead and start descending to 200, and we'll start, we'll begin making our standard arrival into Tijuana. There's the Baja Peninsula again. You see that very nice cloud layer above it, and some mountains. Really cool area. It's been a really neat trip. I've enjoyed it. Looks like we got some sand dunes and stuff down there. Honestly, about the only thing I know about Baja is the races. Other than that, I'm really just clueless about it. So I'm curious if this is like the area where they have the races, or if it's actually over that way. Probably, I guess, over that way where they do it. All right, let's jump back in. Let's see where we're at in relation to things. 80 miles out of Tannery. So just a little bit further and we'll start our descent. All right, we're now 60, a little less than 60 miles outside of Tannery. We're going to go ahead and set it for 20,000 feet. We're going to pull it and start the descent. We're going to do it at a speed of 270 knots. And she is going to throttle the engines back. As you can see, they're coming back on the power. And shortly, she'll start her descent. Hopefully. That delay always freaks me out just a little bit. Just a little bit with the delay, and we're wasting precious time. It's like sometime today, come on. There we go. Now she decides to drop. She has to get all the way back to about, looks like 50% before she'll start pulling back or lowering the nose. And we're descending at looks like 4,300 feet, so we'll go with that. And we'll just enjoy the view. Looks like a very arid area, very dry. And that almost looks like, if I can make that out good, that looks like the Pacific right over here, maybe. So we are right here at Tijuana, not very far at all. See, 40 miles from Tannery, and it's 40 miles to Uldud. So yeah, we're right here at it. And what do they have us after Uldud? Does not say. I'm honestly not sure what approach we have set up for Tijuana. Once we get a little closer, we'll start figuring that out. We'll start taking a glance at the plates here. Got ILS DME 1 for 9. We're not landing on 9. We're landing on 27. Runway 9. Runway 9. 27, RMP runway 27. Okay, that looks like that might be what we're gonna do. From Uldud at 8,000 feet. And then we go to looks like TJ 557 at 5,500 feet, no lower than that. TJ 560, no lower than 4,200. TJ 410, 3,500 feet. TJ 408, mandatory 3,000. And TJ 407, 2,500, and then 1,500 for 406. So that's probably what we'll do is the RMP. Honestly, looks like the only plate for runway 27 that at least what I have. I don't, well, you know, here we go. VOR DME or 27. Not really keen on doing that. VOR DME 27. We'll see. Let's get over Tannery first, and then we'll start thinking about that a little bit more. There is some terrain in the area. We'll have to be mindful of that. Let's see. Minimum safe altitude, 10,000, 8,000, 11, 7. I'm looking at the chart here, the different sectors, things like that, going into the airport. So yeah, we definitely have to be mindful of terrain, as you can tell out the window there. That's quite the mountain range. And we're passing through 23,000 feet, fixing to be. And we're almost 20 miles out of Tannery, so that'll work out just about perfect. And then Uldud, as soon as we pass, oops, didn't mean to do that, it's wanting to react to my other monitor there. as soon as we get past Henry, we need to start heading to 8,000 feet. Maximum 230 knots and a minimum height. Have to be at or above 8,000. So 230 knots, 8,000 feet. We'll do that. As soon as we level out at flight level 200, we'll go ahead and pull the speed back 250 knots, start getting the plane slowed down, and then we'll cross Tannery and then start our descent to Uldud. Alright, got our speed back to 250, and we'll have to worry about that anymore. We'll let it bleed the speed off the rest of the distance to Tannery, and then we'll go down to 8,000. All right, we're by Tannery. Let's go ahead and head down to 8,000 feet. And we need to slow down to 230 knots, so we'll do that first. You hit Tannery at 230. And we'll take this down to 8,000 feet and pull. And start heading on our way. There we go. We are, let's see. I take that back. We gotta be at 8,000 feet by Uldud. So we are currently 30 miles outside of Uldud, so no problem with at all reaching that number. Then after Uldud will be our initial approach fix for our RMP runway 27. So let's see what Microsoft has offered for us here. We'll hit that. We'll hit arrival. We don't want to do the VOR DMEs. ILS, RNAV at 27. We'll hit that. And via creep. No, we don't want to do via creep though. There we go. Uldud. There we go. Insert. Make sure she doesn't go all wonky on us with that. Alright, 30 miles out of Uldud. Just went through 18,000 feet, so we'll set our altimeter, and I think we're good with that. I think that's all we need right now. And we're holding 230 knots. We have to pass Uldud at 8,000 feet, 230 knots. So we're looking good there. I'm gonna take another look outside the airplane. Not much to look at here. Got some pretty impressive canyons and stuff there. Coming off this lake, not sure what the name of that lake is. Looks like a very rugged and barren area, to say the least. And we'll get back in. Let's see, we have our seatbelt sign is on. Yep, okay. Make sure, let's see what our seatbelts and no smoking. So we're good there. About 25 miles outside of Uldud now, passing through 15,000 feet. All right, let's start looking at our plate. Uldud at 8,000 feet, 230 knots. And then a TJ557, our intermediate fix, no lower than 5,500 feet. So we'll probably just go on down to 6,000. And proceed from there. The MSA for this area is 5,600 feet. And our missed approach, turn left, climbing on course 246 degrees to TJ 567 and continue to the corresponding waypoints to creep at 6,000 feet and continue in holding pattern. You see notes on the places. GNSS required and operative radar. Do not use radio altimeter due to orographic conditions. Caution, light, low altitude, uncontrolled USVFR traffic patrolling the north side of the border. So yeah, we'll be right along the border there. Be mindful of that. Let's see, final approach course 282 degrees, LNAV, MDA 1,000 feet. Okay, yeah, I think we're pretty good on our approach there. We are now about 15 miles outside of Ulded and we're coming up on 10,000 feet, so everything is looking really good. In fact, we'll go ahead and hit the landing lights. We'll get those on. Get that. All right, good there. Looking for anything else we might need to see about. And we'll go ahead. We see I got our other waypoints now for our RNAV onto or into runway 27, TJ 557, no lower than 5,500 feet. 560, no lower than 4,200 feet. TJ 410 right here, we have to be at that one. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Have to be that one at 3,500 feet. TJ 408 at 3,000. That is mandatory, is what it says. So we're looking good. Everything's going really well. We'll probably just go ahead and do like 6,000 for TJ 557. Let's look outside the airplane. Look at the terrain. Okay. You can see we most definitely have some terrain, right? Let's zoom this out just a tad, and we're roughly 40 miles outside of the airport. I can't get my view right. We're going to hang out at 8,000 feet for a bit, for about another 10 miles. We could have crossed this a little higher. It did say at or above 8,000 feet, so we could have done that. We're a little bit low. We're 40 miles out for my taste, but that's fine. We'll be okay. We're basically 20 miles out of our TJ 410, where we start our descent for our final. That's honestly, that's a pretty long, I mean, it's 12.8 miles between Ulded and TJ 557. Ulded is our initial approach fix. No traffic in the area. We saw the one American flight, and that has been it. No one else around. Let's see, here we are. I'm looking for any other speed restrictions or anything. I don't see anything. We are going to have to start seeing about getting our speed back some for our arrival. Now I'm trying to spot the town and I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Alright, we just went by Ulded. And we need to, I'm gonna go ahead and pull our speed back to 210 knots. So we'll do that. And we're going to drop to 7 for right now. 7 for now. These mountains make me a little bit leery. I mean, if we adhere to the plate, everything should be absolutely fine. But it does make me just a tad leery. We'll go ahead and drop 1 notch flaps. right there on the edge of it. Should have waited a little bit before I dropped those because the descent's keeping our speed from coming on down. All right, let's zoom this in. 10 miles out of TJ 557. So let's go ahead and do 6,000 feet for that. Let's do 200 knots. We're flirting with that. Okay, there we go. A little better. And I cannot make out the field. I do not know where it is among all those mountains, and it's got to be right through here somewhere is my thought. Let's pull our speed back to 190. All right, TJ 560 will have to be 4,200 feet. TJ 410, this one right here, 3,500 feet. So far, so good. Looking good so far. Go ahead and grab some more flaps. We are currently a little over 20 miles away from the field. I'm watching our waypoints here so we can start our next descent. I think we're going to go down to 5,000 feet for TJ 560. It has 4,200. We're going to keep it safe. I think the 4,200, I think that's no lower than, so at or above, if I'm reading into that correctly. It'll have the field inside. That might be it right there. Not positive on that. I'm just making sure we're clear of all the terrain. Everything's looking good here. The only terrain we got really to worry about is that right there. All right, we're coming by TJ 557. Let's go ahead and drop on down to 5,000 feet. Hit that. 560, 4,200 feet. Let's zoom this in. 410 by 3,500 feet. So yeah, we need to get on down actually. Let's go down to 3,500. We'll hit that. We're gonna pull the speed back some too. Pull speed back to 170. All right, we're good there. Let's go ahead and go full flaps. And I still do not see the field. This makes me a little bit leery. Gorgeous scenery though, very nice approach for sure. All right, 410. TJ 410 at 3,500 feet. TJ 408 at 3,000. All right, we're about 15 miles out now. soon as we get about 10, we'll drop the gear and we'll do managed speed mode. Wow, yeah, that terrain is like right there at us. That is crazy. I'm worried about these mountains in front of us. I mean, we're going by the plate. If I'm reading this correctly, we're doing what we're supposed to. TJ 408 at 3,000. Don't need to come on down. 3,000. And we'll pull it. We're gonna do manage speed mode. And go ahead and drop our gear. All right, let's look at this a little closer. TJ 407 at 2,500 feet. TJ 406 at 1,500 feet. And I still don't see the field. I don't have the field in sight. I still think it's that right there, but I'm honestly not positive on that. I wish I could see it. All right, TJ 408 at 3,000 feet. We're by 3,000 feet. Where are you at? I think that's it. That has to be it right there. All right, TJ 407, 2,500 feet. Let's do that. Pull it. Our speed is stabilized. Our gear is down. Let's arm the ground spoilers. Let's hit the auto brake on medium. I think it's about a 9,000 foot runway, give or take. All right, TJ 407 at 2,500 feet. All right, I got the field inside. That is the field, in fact. All right, so we're going to go ahead and disengage the autopilot. Get our view kind of set up a little bit here so we can see. There we go. All right, we'll fly this by hand the rest of the way. Let's see, we got terrain off the wing right over there. Can't venture too far over to the right. Had a few stutters, things loading in just a tad. Yeah, we're going to have a turn on final right here off the end of the runway. Let's get our view back down so we can see. All right, there we go. Zoom back just a tad. There we go, that's better. Okay. This is gonna be fun. This will be fun with this turn right here on short final. This approach did not disappoint for sure. And the scenery looks a little generic there as far as those buildings in front of us. Still very nice, either way, very nice. And we're gonna start turning on final here. Ever so gently. We're a little bit high. Yeah, we're definitely high. Let's take it on down just a tad. Alright, through 1,000 feet. Alright, starting to get on our glide slope. There we go, we got it now. Alright, looking good, 500 feet. When we get through 100, we'll pull the power back. A little bit low now, just a tad. Not bad. Alright, back on it.
300.
300 feet.
200.
200 feet, a little bit high.
100.
100 feet. Start pulling the power back ever so slightly. Oh, rolling runway here. And there's the Airbus roll. Wasn't expecting that. I forgot about the Airbus roll. There we go, we're down. Not the prettiest landing. Forgot about that roll at the end there, but we made it and we walked away from it, so can't complain about that. I wonder if we can make this taxiway. Maybe. Maybe we can. Alright, let's go ahead and get our flaps up. Clear the active and we'll hop out of the airplane. Not sure where we're going to be taxiing to. Didn't set up a gate, so I don't know. Let's hop out real quick. We are clear. And welcome to Tijuana. There we are. Look at the mountains. That's quite the approach coming in. Looks like someone else coming in behind us there. Way off in the distance. I can see their lights. That's cool. One basically flying the very same approach we did. Alright, let's take it to a gate somewhere. Maybe we'll go to this gate right over here. Oh yeah, coming in for 27 as well. Cool. And as usual, I want to thank you guys for all your views, your comments, subscriptions, likes. Always appreciated. Like I said, we'll be doing some more flights. Keep checking in. We've got a lot more stuff planned to do. And I'm really not sure how exactly we're supposed to pull into this gate. You know what? We'll go into the other one here. There we go, we'll swing a left and we'll park it and we'll call it. That was quite the approach. I'm glad I looked at that plate and checked all that out because there's no room for error in some of these mountainous approaches. And it helps not to be bothered with ATC either, like they don't have a damn clue what they're doing, so don't even listen to them. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, make a suggestion, or just tell me what you like, what's some of your favorite trips and things like that. And as we exit out of this video, we'll kind of we'll take a look at this Airlines flight coming in to land from Mexico City. And he's down and disappeared. Alright guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care and we'll catch you in the sky next time. Peace.